Today's observation is an epic one. I'm still in Lyme Regis and I'm looking south towards Brixham and Start Point Lighthouse. Start Point Lighthouse is down here. My location, I'm on the Cobb in Lyme Regis. Distance involved here 46.28 miles or 74 kilometers, whatever you prefer. Let me show you my location. This is my location, the Cobb. Beautiful. I'm at the end of the Cobb. The tripod is set up here. And I'm looking this way towards Start Point Lighthouse. Just take note of the slabs, because we're going to see that and use that as our reference as well. Just take note of that and the rocks here, okay? Here's the target, Start Point Lighthouse. What helps with this observation is a pretty chunky lighthouse. As you can see here, very chunky lighthouse. Let's just come down, I want to see a few things here, focal height, etc. Okay, height 92 feet, but I'm more interested, focal height, 204 feet is the focal height, okay. Range, 25 nautical miles, they're saying. Well, I'm seeing it from 46 miles, so I already know that's bullshit. But, yeah, focal height, 204 feet, that's what we wanted. Okay. This is looking at the lighthouse from the opposite side, but this is the best image I've got of actually seeing how the ground comes down. You can see the lighthouse prominent. Notice these sort of almost like spine bits or spikes on the back here at certain points of the hill, okay? And it fades off down into the sea. Just wanted you to see that. This is also helpful. This is B Sands. This is the other side of the lighthouse, my side that I'm viewing it on. This is in the cove, so it's looking at it from the same side, but a slightly different angle. I am doing my observation out this way. But again, we get to see the ground, the lighthouse, and it's got these sort of nodule sort of bits on it, lumps, okay? Okay, it's pretty faint at first, it does get a little bit better. You can just see the hill, you can see the lighthouse, and then you can see the outline, and at points you can see these little nodule bits on the back that I mentioned, okay? Let's play the footage. Okay, you can see the lighthouse there, and on the land it's on. Just going to let it play continuous until I come all the way back to Lyme Regis, okay? I'm going to put the raw footage in the description box so you can look at it rather than me filming it from the laptop, okay? Here we go then, coming all the way out, all the way back, 46 miles back to Lyme Regis. Taking the camera off the tripod, which is about a foot high on the Cobb. Now looking down the Cobb, I mentioned the steps, didn't I? 1, 2, just the sea level's just slightly below that second step, and obviously the rocks here. This is for our location, and I'm about a metre in, okay, from that point in there. So we got that as our reference as well. Back to the Cobb to get some idea now. We've got a size comparison with this lady. Give us some idea in relation to these blocks, height-wise. They're probably about 2.5 feet, but I'm going to go for 3 foot. I'm going to be generous and go for 3 foot. Let me just see. They're definitely more than 3 foot. I don't know, that's probably about right actually, looking at that. Okay, so we'll go for about 3 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice the steps and the rocks here. The tide was about 2 more steps down, wasn't it? So that makes 9, 10. I'll add another one, a miscellaneous one, just to add for any variables. That's 11. Also we're going to add, so what's that? 33 feet. I'll add a foot for the camera tripod. So we're at 34 feet observer height, okay? So we're being generous, averaging 3 feet for these slabs. We've accounted for 11 and a foot for the camera, the tripod height, okay? Onto the curve calculator. View height, 34 foot, as we just saw. Target distance, 46 miles. Calculate. Target hidden height, 1,006 feet. Oh dear. Oh dear. This observation, as we're about to see, absolutely destroys the globe story. Let's just go back to the lighthouse. Back to the lighthouse, let's just check the details. Focal height, 204 feet. Oh dear, is that another, I don't know, 100 feet miscellaneous for tide at start point. The top of the lighthouse, which is obviously a little bit higher than the actual focal height. Let's take it to 300 feet, being ridiculously generous in favour of the globe. You see that the globe story fails and has a missing 700 foot of curve. Being generous with the viewer height, being generous with the height of the lighthouse, we're still looking at 700 feet of curve, i.e. the top of that lighthouse should have been 700 foot below the curve, or below the horizon, behind the imaginary curve. This observation destroys the globe. I've got a cross-reference bit of footage taken from the cliff tops between Seaton and Beer, looking at the same area. And I've scanned through all that area and I've cross-referenced it, and it ties in exactly with this observation. They match each other. The other one's not good as an observation because of the viewer height. This one, being low, destroys the globe. I'm going to put both of them in the description link so you can look at both bits of footage in the raw. I'll probably do a longer version of this, including both bits of footage and talking it through, because like I said, this absolutely destroys the globe. Let's watch the footage one last bit as we dig a hole in the garden, ready to bury that ball once and for all. Back to the footage, just to enjoy this nice observation that makes an absolute mockery of the globe. The top of that lighthouse should have been 700 to 800 feet below the horizon if we were living on a cannibal flying through a vacuum at 1,000 miles an hour. Quite obviously, quite evidently, for anyone who takes the time to go and look and is honest with themselves and can do natural observations like this, it becomes obvious. The sea is level, and we do not live on a cannibal flying through a vacuum at 500,000 miles an hour. This observation kills the globe. Globe is dead, folks. If you don't know already, please go look for yourself. Cheers.